Well, let's head overseas. An NFL player, Damar Hamlin, remains in a critical condition after collapsing after a heavy hit during a game for the Buffalo Bills yesterday. A CNN reporter, Isabel Rosales, joins us and is outside the hospital in Cincinnati, Ohio. Thank you for joining us. What do we know about his condition?
Hey, good evening to you from Cincinnati, and thank you for having me. We are getting brand new details. The uncle of this player, Hamlin, just giving us new details about his condition, saying that he had to be resuscitated twice, once on the field, the football field, and then again in the hospital when his heart gave out. We are also confirming with the uncle that Hamlin did sustain some damage to his lungs. He is currently on a ventilator. Dorian Glenn, his uncle, saying that to help with his breathing and to take some of the strain off of his lungs, he is flipped over on his stomach. Glenn, his uncle, saying that in the hospital to help with the blood on his lungs and to take the pressure off of his lungs. So as you can imagine, Janie, a very serious and scary situation for this player, certainly for the family that is surrounding him, for the NFL community, and all these fans that are coming out of the woodwork supporting him nationally. We did also, Janie, speak with a doctor, Dr. Anthony Cardillo. He's an ER specialist, not the player's doctor. He says that the next 12 to 24 hours will be crucial for Hamlin's recovery, and it all deals with how long was he under cardiac arrest. Every second count when it comes to cardiac arrest. That's what the doctor is telling us. And that he suspects that the medical staff here will wean him off of that ventilator in the coming hours to days to test his lungs to see whether he can breathe on his own. That doctor also telling us that he's got a few things going for him, Hamlin, including the fact that he's so young, just 24 years of age. He's otherwise healthy, and he's also a conditioned athlete. Janie.
Yes, very frightening conditions there indeed. Thank you for updating us. Is there any indication at all, Isabel, of what actually caused this?
Not quite yet. We know that he's been through a cardiac arrest, and we've had some doctors speak with us about a condition that they suspect might be at play here. It's called commotio cordis. We usually see this more with projectile sort of sports, like if you're thinking hockey or baseball or even lacrosse. It's a condition where there's a striking force to the chest at exactly the worst time in the cardiac rhythm, right in between the beats, milliseconds of the beats, precisely the wrong time, that can disrupt the heartbeat. So instead of the heart pumping like this, it would flutter. And that's a big problem because you can't circulate. Your heart is not able, through the 4 valves, to circulate oxygenated blood. And that is what they suspect, many of these doctors that we've spoken with, has happened here. But this is clearly a wait-and-see game where fans, the NFL community, so many of his teammates, they're trusting the medical staff to hopefully get him through to this other step and to be awake and to bounce back from this horrible situation. Janae?
Yes, well, as you said, you know, the next 24 hours are absolutely crucial. We wish him and his loved ones all the very best. Thank you so much for joining us today live in Ohio. Isabel Rosales.